Welcome on in today, guys. We're going to be thinning out this tree, and we're going to be removing these limbs as well that are touching, the house and the little shingles from that entrance. We're also going to be shaping up these shrubs a bit and see what we can do with that pine looking thing. And yeah, we'll see how long this takes us. It is 10:09 exactly right now, and well, let's get straight to it. All right, so let's start getting these. I like using my pole to start everything and get as many things as I can from the floor before I climb, or before I have to climb. This is fine. I think this is gonna be the main one that I need to cut down is this one. So I'm gonna cut this down and I'm gonna let it hang. Down at any moment. There we go. So I let it hang and I pull it. I'm going to be pulling this. There we go. So now that it's down and away from the house, now I can finish cutting it. Perfect. Actually pull this out of the way. Already looks so much better. We might not need to climb a lot on this tree. Maybe won't even need to climb it. And if we do climb it, I'm pretty sure we're gonna do like minimal cleaning. Right. I can cut these with a bigger saw. That anything going towards the house, like all of these, get taken care of now. This one will be the last one on that branch. There we go. So much better. So let's remove these. There we go. All right. So now I need to make this a tad bit shorter. Now, you might be questioning me, like, why do I stop to remove these? I have a lot easier time having all this bottom part clean, like all around here, rather than letting everything like overlap, stack and stack and stack. Then it's harder for me to bundle things up. That's just me personally, though. We can get rid of this. Yeah, I think this goes. Push it against the tree so it doesn't fall there all the way down. There we go, so much better. I think that's gonna be, our limit is gonna be this. So we will cut this one. Away. There we go. Really nice. This is a really nice tree, guys. It's a beautiful tree. So we'll do this one. All right, let's see, we'll do this one. Well, can't do that one yet. It's like all of these bottom ones have to go. Nice and slow. There we go. I'll just about there. Perfect. And again, we're just trying to avoid these falling down onto these. It takes so little. As you guys can tell, that very small limb landed here. And look, so we're trying to avoid that. Right. Well, I can take that one with a chainsaw. Let's get rid of this. Nice and slow. There we go. Maybe you guys will be asking, why do you not do an undercut? Again, I'm trying to make it avoid hitting the water bed. And by myself. There might be a easier way to do it. But for me, this is working. This one could actually probably stay. Well, that one is staying actually. Not this one though. Perfect. There we go. Now all we need, I just need to make sure that those are too close. We don't want to go that high though. How you doing, ma'am? So our only one left is here. I'll actually do it with the unnecessary fatigue. There we go. Let me go get the chainsaw. Got all my climbing gear in there, guys, but it's honestly not necessary today. Right. So now he stepped back a little bit. I think this is too close to the floor. And that is exactly what I wanted to avoid all this time. The lighter part hit, but still. Now we walk back. We look at the tree. There's some on the other side that needs to go. We got that small one, and probably just clean this one here. Ah, yes, it's that double. So I have to get rid of. We'll see how we do this. This is uncomfortable. We'll just take our time. Once the blade can fit in there, right. There we go. Oh man, that was heavy. That was very heavy. So clean that. Get rid of this one. Touching each other, you can actually see the bark there. So move it just to avoid any more scarring. And then this is the last one here. Let's make this limb go up, yes. Go. Look at that. Now that limb is going up. And we can actually thin this one. Cut it here and just make that one be the main one. Or cut these. Cut these over here and make it go up. There we go. Now we just clean here. Clean, and there we go. Everything is going up. Well, those two are not helping out, but think that one really needs to go. There we go, guys. Look at that. Very good. Very, very good. On this side, everything is balanced out. There's a very small one right there. Let's get rid of that one and then we'll call it. See if you pay attention. This one. Right there. And maybe both of these. There we go. Perfect. Let's call it. Now we cut and bundle. We're going to be leaving all this here bundled up. To tie utility rope. We won't be using this for a little bit. So, well, actually, why don't we cut and bundle at the same time, guys? Now this is pretty nice because it has a self blade here, so you just push it through. I don't make these very long. We have to make this accessible for the trash people to be able to take it. So what I do is I place everything accordingly. And then once everything is stacked, then I come in and I cut it. So I'd rather have everything set this way, where I'm tying here and then I can cut the bigger pieces and not the smaller ones. This is a little too much forward. There we go. All these will cut here just to make everything fit. Perfect. I think there's one under here. There we go. We'll cut that. For some reason, I'm getting a cilantro smell, like scent. And I am very unaware of why. There we go. There's a hole here. remove that big branch there. There we go. We'll try to tie this now. I could have added so much more to this. There we go. That will go nowhere. Our first bundle. Work on our second bundle. And what I might do is I'm gonna stack this where my truck is. I'm just gonna stack it along there, and I'm gonna stack it in a way where I can come back later if the trash doesn't take it. So I have to make it easy for them, but easy for me to come by and pick it up. You have to just be efficient, or try to be as efficient as possible, not only for yourself, but for other people. Now, if you guys are not making someone else's life easier, and you're failing to live. At least that's what I think. There's a lot of string left over there. These big ones. Cut those. Now there is a situation here because the man here, he really didn't want me to cut almost like nothing off of this tree, but his wife wanted me to cut all the lower limbs. Now the thing to it is I know that the sir here is not going to be very too happy about it, but at the end of the day, I'm doing as best as I can to give them the best possible service for the amount they paid, so that they don't have to touch the tree, you know, for the next year or two, which is the main goal, saving people money in the long run. this is a nasty branch. I might have to just cut here. There we go. Now it can go down. Perfect. That looks like another good bunch. Let's do this way. Let's grab it. Nowhere. I'm doing 3 just to make sure. To be honest, guys, I don't know how much more of this rope I have. I've been using it for 3 other projects. I think the man is here, so I'm gonna be pausing the video. Be right back. It was actually the neighbor. I cut that one a little short. That's fine. Just have to make the bundle a little smaller. Warned about, people around here not being so appropriate. And they were not wrong. I'm gonna have to edit that from the video. Unfortunately. Besides all this, there's a really nice breeze today, which I've never complained about. I hear the breeze through the mic. If you guys do, then I'm pretty sure you guys will appreciate it as well. I'll just throw this one on top. I was gonna put that over there, but no, everything is clearing out. I do have a tree in here. I know I won't be able to pull that, but I can cut it at the bottom. There we go. I really do hope I have enough of this. It feels like it's nearing the end already. Oh yeah. Probably about two good more bundles worth of rope. Now I'm cutting these a little too short. I usually cut them a lot wider. Not wider, longer. Cut, stack. Really nice. We are headed towards finishing here. What we got? 1, 2, 3. Basically 3 big branches to go. Let me cut those forks off. Flexible so you can actually press on it. Yeah. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. Throw that there. Maybe I could finish these and then that one into all this stack. Cut that. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, we'll cut this one. Actually go right in the center. And we could probably call this bundle done, just to make sure that we are able to tie it properly. Oh, we still have a lot of room. Okay, what I'll do is I'll do this one. You cut everything nicely. It's surprisingly how much you can stack in a single bundle. That and that one. Apart. You'll see how that is pushing that up. Can actually do that. Now we push and it stays. So that's what we're looking for. Now, the bundle. Now I do think that I'm leaning this uh-oh. Oh. Lost entire grip. There we go. So I do your loop a little bigger then. Necessary. Now I like to twist and press. That always does the trick for me. Find any kind of cavity where you could put your finger through, and you're done. Let's get the last bundle. If I remember where I put... Oh, we didn't tie this. Oh, people. Also need to make sure that we're tying all of them. There we go. Now again, you want to grab and you twist and pull. And then you find any kind of cavity hole like that. Put your finger through, and that's good. Oh, there it is. So we're gonna have this one. I'm gonna make this one longer than usual because we're gonna use all this one for that entire portion. Oh, there we go. All right. So, and if you guys are wondering, we're using steel MSA 220 TC. Wonderful. I actually use this to climb and have it on my harness. It's a little heavy on one side, but the battery lasts forever, which that's the main catch. Now I have trimmed about 5 of these trees, same size, just with one battery, and I have 2 batteries. You know, the other battery, I have it in my box. Now, just in case. But these go forever. I think they go for like 70 minutes or 79 minutes. I think they promote it like at 79, almost 80. And you might think, you know, it's like, well, it's a little over an hour, but you know, you use it 3 seconds at a time. You know, like here, you know, I use it, that's like 3 seconds. I mispushed another 2 seconds, and then the clock stops, and that's what makes it last forever. You know, just like there. So I used a total of like 10 seconds there. There's no pulling. There's no hassle when you're up on the tree, exhausted. All you do to turn it on is you push the power button, and you see how it's green. And that's what turns it on. Obviously, if you lock it, that's always on, so it won't work even though you're pushing it until you get it. It does have a sensor for oil up here. Once you start needing oil, it turns on. Oil consumption to me is basically the same for any other chainsaw. Lubricates the chain. If the chain spins, then it's using oil. This actually put over there. That one I should have put over there too, but oh well. See how I put it down and it bounced off? That's what you're trying to avoid. You know, like this. This makes this have a really big gap. Now it doesn't. That's what you're trying to avoid whenever you are stacking like this. You always want to take these apart if you're trying to stack or get a really good stack or load on a flatbed trailer, you're trying to do the same thing. You're trying to eliminate any kind of air pocket. And the best way to get rid of those is not to have any, you know, forks like that or like that. So you try to eliminate those as much as you can. Now these are way too small. If I were to be throwing it on my flatbed trailer, I wouldn't be doing like these small ones. I would actually, you know, be taking care of bigger ones like this. You know, I would just cut it here. Cut the piece at 7 feet or so, make it fit horizontally and stack. But that's not today's case. There we go. And it seems to me we are done cutting these. Now this one has a really big, nasty angle, so I cut it at the angle to avoid any kind of big hair pocket there. There we go. This was way more line than what we needed. I did that humongous loop thinking that I was gonna need a whole bunch. So we roll, press down with our knees. And I like going, if I find this right under that, I can fit my fingers through here. So this is perfect. See that? 2 is good. 3 for good measure. You don't need it. And then that makes it for the tree. Now, the gentleman here was asking me to put all of these back there, and then he would carry them out whenever the trash would come, which is Thursday. Today is Tuesday. Now I think it's too many, so that is the reason why, you know, as soon as I'm done, I'm just gonna stack them here. And I'm gonna stack them again in a way where if the trash doesn't take them, I could stop by and pick them up easily. But that makes it for that. You know, let's move on forward and trim those. I think I did a big mistake. I didn't bring my gasoline. And this is definitely not enough for here. Or maybe it is. We'll see. If not, then I'll use some of my blower gasoline. Using Steel HS45. I really wish I could say good things about this trimmer, but unfortunately it's not the best. I owned a Echo trimmer before, and I hate to say that it is tremendously a lot more worth than what this is, and it's also cheaper. So Steel, do something about that if you ever listen to this video. It should kind of doubt it. Really good. So what I do with the situation, guys, is I grab the highest point of the average low point, which was kind of in the center. And if I grab this point here, start cutting here, I'm gonna cut way too much on that side. set. For the gas, we almost didn't make it. Look at that, it's right there. Oh, that's the hose. We have no more. Wow. Well, let's put this up. Let's grab our blower. And our rake. And once we're here, sorry for the mess. Have these bags, other equipment under here. I'm gonna use 2 bags. Well, I'm gonna take 2 bags. I'm pretty sure I won't need them. I'll just need 1. Leave this over here. Start taking these. one bag. Oh, so hot. The breeze stopped. These do have thorns. You can see. But if you have manly man hands, kind of don't care. Then they do hurt, but nothing that will kill me by any means. So we just keep pushing, you know. Grab this, push it in. All right, so here's the finished product, guys. Got that trimmed. And look at how nice this looks. It's really nice, away from the house, nice and even, thinned out, ready for any kind of storm. We cleaned out, everything's away from the driveway, and everything is bundled up on the curb. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Until next time.